Now I would know why I haven't seen any summons in a while. I forgot I put that on. Summons! Yeah, look at that. I'm not sure how I feel about that, or what I have to say about that either.
just hiding in here, don't worry about
Hey, Caitlin, how you doing?
it. Shh. I'm just hiding in here for the meantime.
Oh, hiding. Well, if you're hiding, there you go. Do I want to know who you're hiding from?
Some guys.
Damn, you got my curiosity. You know how I work. What? Start talking.
No.
Come on,
It's
you
a
can't
long
do this.
story. I don't think you want to hear it.
I got time.
Oh no! Now we're gonna broadcast my whole life story.
Don't worry. It's only my one friend watching. She likes to watch when she's bored.
She'll get a whole life story too.
She's in the party, so she can already hear you.
Oh, I have them muted. Oh, here, wait. There you go. I have no idea why I had them muted.
Because
I
that
like
was
unmuted
someone.
them for a minute and then just remuted them because I was so confused and I have no idea who they are.
Because it was someone that you muted about 4 months ago.
It's been that long. Holy shit.
Since you were probably last in a party with them? Yes. Yes, it has.
Damn. That's
Oh.
a long time.
I'm upset though.
Why?
I only have like $60 left. I only got paid like 4 days ago.
How did you manage to spend it all?
5 days ago. Because my car, my permit, insurance.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I only had I got $750. Whoosh. Gone.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. But I passed my permit test today, so I told some people. Oh no, he long gone stopped talking to me. He removed me a long ass time ago. He hasn't said shit to me. That boy don't. I was gonna say something to him, but
You don't associate with us anymore.
yeah, he doesn't. Did I? Oh, would you love to hear a story? Yesterday, when I was at work, well, technically not yesterday, because it's 1:58. So we'll count it as 2 days ago. That would be Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. I almost beat 3 or 4 women with a broom. Sweet lordy fucking Jesus. I was gonna beat these 4 women with a damn broom, and a lot of people said I should've. And hey, most of them were females, so it's okay. I had the go-to to hit a woman. I swear to God. They told this one elderly person who works in the fitting room, so she works with the clothes, that there was a cleanup that was needed in the women's bathroom. So she's like, I'll go get maintenance. So I'm walking down the way, and one of the stockmen, he notices me. He's like, Mason. I'm like, give me a minute. I heard. I'll be back. Fucking Christ, do I bring the cart thinking that there's a big ass issue. 12 fucking Skittles on the ground that any one of them lazy motherfuckers could have picked up. I had to get my time wasted just to have to come pick up 12 Skittles. So help me God, they are lucky I didn't go ballistic and beat them with that broom. Any one of them women could have picked it up. It's not even like any of them were fucking old. They were in their late 20s, mid 30s. So they're so lucky. Because God help me, I would have beat every single one of them with the broom. 12 Skittles. 12. And you're telling me none of them could have taken their time to bend over and pick them up. Like, this is why us maintenance don't ever get what we need to get done accomplished. Because we get called for stupid, retarded, non-maintenance shit. Which, granted, cleaning the bathrooms is our job, but 12 Skittles, come on. I mean, seriously, it's outrageous. Oh, that's not even the biggest issue. The issue is when people decide they want to throw spit bottles in the 4 bottle recycling machines. So we gotta clean that stuff out. Because we take care of the bottles. So when spit bottles get thrown in, oh, isn't that's joy and fun.
Oof. So do you really want to know the story?
Yeah, actually I do. I don't work today. I got off. I'm good.
Oh, this is gonna be a long story for
Well, do
you.
I got time? I'm doing nothing but killing people.
Oh, where do I begin? I don't even know where I left off.
At the beginning.
I
No
don't know. Who
skipping
was I last
details now.
talking to?
I
Who
don't
was I
know.
last talking with before Anti left? I have no idea.
Juju?
Did you? Oh, okay, so not that far off. Do you know
Not
what
that far
happened to
off. We're probably
Astro?
about 3 or 4 months ago. You should turn up your mic though. I'm in the middle of a fight right now and I think it's down more than it should be.
And then, like,
Well, actually it's okay. This fight's already over because this guy sucks. I wasn't even here for more than 10 seconds. Amazing. Well, I also changed my party audio section so it wasn't, what you call it?
Alright, so I guess from the beginning, I guess where I left off was probably with Astro. I don't know if you know what happened to him.
I think I was paying attention to Discord, but at the same time I wasn't. I have become more busy than I used to be. I'm a very
Yeah,
busy
I know you
man.
told me that one. Well, let's see. Then I'm gonna just assume you don't know what happened with Astro.
I might.
So, long story short, this guy who got me all this shit for GTA ended up being a real jerk and basically was just taking up all my time and then, like, would, like, insult me and call me names if I didn't give him time. And so, you know, I was in a very bad place. So,
Yes.
of course, that didn't help. And so then I was just kind of listening to him, and then my parents found out about my grades and stuff. So I had to almost delete everyone on my friends list.
Oh, nope. I was around for that time. Skip forwards.
Anyway, so he
I
finally
remember
left.
him. Now I remember exactly why. Oh, did I not like that boy?
And then with Juju, just randomly one day he stopped talking after I was playing with some friends and he's being super needy, and I was like, nah, I'm playing with my friends. And so he said something and I said, no, you're fine. I don't even remember the full conversation, it's been so long. And there's so much shit that recently happened that's on my brain that probably doesn't help. But anyways, he just dipped and then I've never seen him since. And everyone who knew him, the assumption is he's dead, but I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, nobody knows what happened to him, really.
Huh.
Other than we all think he's dead. But yeah, so he unfriended all of us and then blocked all of us, and you're like, okay, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I know. Because he had re-added me, and then the next day I saw he removed me, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, weird, eh? And so that's what happened to him. We were all fine. He got more alters, kind of like Anti had alters, and so that was the whole thing I had to deal with. And then someone else got alters too, which I'll explain after Juju. And so then I was dealing with like 3 people with alters. And I'm going insane trying to remember everyone's names. I don't even remember all of his system anymore, honestly. I think one was like Noah, and I don't remember the rest. I know there was Juju, and I know there was like at least 3 more. It was too much for me. I think I also tried to let go because it was pretty traumatic that he just like shut everyone out, and then I think that was hard for me. So I don't remember much, and I'm pretty sure I did just kind of shut it out, honestly. And so then I think for the next month after Juju, it was just Spooter, Slayer, and me and Ash, basically. So I guess I got to explain what happened in between here, because a lot of shit happened in like a month that led up to this crazy mess that I just got out of. Well, we'll see if I got out of it or not. You know how it goes with me. Anywho, Spooter got alters, which is the other person who also got alters, why Juju had alters. Yes, I am so not aesthetic. So first it was Rain, and then it was just Rain and Noir, and then it was Rev because he likes Revenant, and so then it was Noir, Rain, and Revenant, and then it was Noir, Rain, Revenant, and Mirage, and then then we had Genji because he likes Genji, and obviously Mirage because the Ultra liked Mirage.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Then after that we got Red, and I was like, oh my god, how many of you am I gonna have to deal with? Is this gonna be another anti-situation? Because I was already like, when he got altered, I flipped out straight. I like was so mean about it, and I didn't mean to come across as very rude about it, because you know how I am.
Yeah, I
But
know.
it ended up coming across that way because I was like, I don't want to deal with this, and I really don't want this to be a thing. Like, I flipped out. I don't even remember if you know or not the reason why, or like the story behind how everyone always gets alters. Because there's a story that I always tell people, and then for some reason, people who like me always end up getting alters because of the story for some reason, because they want to be closer to me. I don't know if you know the story or not.
I might have been told it once or twice, but now speaking
Well, it's
speaking
not that
about
important.
weird stuff like that, earlier today, one of my someone I became friends with at work. So earlier today, I'm on my lunch break. I'm outside, and he was like, "You're weird." Me and him, we talk every day and whatnot. I'm like, "Yeah, haven't you already known that? I have ADHD." He's like, "Oh, no, I didn't know that." I'm like, "You sure?" "Swear I told you." He's like, "No." I'm like, "No, I know I've mentioned it a few times in a few conversations we've had." And I'm like, I might have come in at the end of them then. So he goes inside, he comes back out, and he was like, "I didn't see a warning label." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "There wasn't a warning label." I'm like, "That's because there isn't one needed for me. I don't need a warning label for my ADHD. I let it out."
A warning label, what the hell?
I was like, "Shit, you want to get me a warning label? Then do it." I was like, "Yeah,
Alright.
warning label. This man has ADHD. Stay away from him or he'll kill you."
Oh, jeez. So I needed to explain that to explain the other person. So now Noir has alters. So
Let's see.
that's known now. So, and then I told Ash the same story, and Ash got alters for a period of time. So yes, I was juggling again, like when I had Anti and Juju, I was juggling two different alter sets. And this time, though, they copied each other so closely that I was going insane to the point of like, this is ridiculous how close and similar they were. And like, if Noir got one, he got one, but it was like slightly different. But they could be like crossed to the point where like they had alters that were similar and not similar. And I was going insane. I was like, this is ridiculous. I can't even remember all their names. Like, Noelle was one of them. That I know for sure.
Why have
There were
alters
so
when you could
many.
just be all in one?
Oh my god, I know, right? Let me see if
You
I
just
still have the
gotta-
names written down.
Just gotta let it all out in the beginning. Who needs alters when you can just let it all free and loose? You kidding me?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
like to
think
be
I still
secret
have
to
it.
you. When I say something, I mean it. When I do something, you best expect that I'm gonna do it.
Another one was Thorn, I remember that.
I'm Thor of Asgard.
No, that's not where Thorn came from, actually. I don't remember what the whole
Is
thing
that not
was.
the
But I
Thor
know
he's talking about? Well, shit.
No.
Why not? Oh, look at this man.
Alright, there was Max as well, and Cinder. Found those two names. I don't know, there was a lot of them. I tried to keep up with only what's relevant at this point because I'm slowly going insane from all these guy problems I have to deal with on a daily basis. You know, sometimes I wonder that, like, if I just unfriended everyone, if my life would be much simpler.
You know,
Anywho.
that's came across my mind a few times. I already plan on going back to being a ghost.
No, you're not leaving me.
Oh,
Without
didn't you
some form of
just
context.
say unfriending everyone?
I'm not actually gonna do it. I was just saying that sometimes I think it would be
Well,
helpful.
I may give you my phone number then. No, I was being serious about that though. I definitely do plan on ghosting this world. I'm gonna spend me $6,000 on a 338 Lapis Ballista FX sniper rifle. I'ma go out to Alaska. I have that ready just in case if I need to shoot me a bear's head off. And I got dinner.
So now
Which
that
one was
part's
it?
explained,
Which
I've got
one's
more
the real
story
host of
for you.
Embers? Oh, I love stories.
Trust me, I've got more stories, man. So then that all happened, and so eventually Ash finally snapped back to actual Ash, and that seems to be where he's sitting for now. Finally, it took like, oh my god, it got to the point where I was going to leave Ash because I was having so many issues personally, and so then everyone was having issues, and it just became a whole thing where we were all having issues with each other and fighting all the time because I was constantly dealing with all the alters and dealing with 12 different alters plus. That's a lot of different people to deal with all different opinions. I can't do it. I can't. It's too much. So then I had to deal with all that. And then Ash finally snapped back and decided he was going to run away. Why, I don't know. And I didn't stop him because I figured it was a lesson he needed to learn. So he ran away, got found by the cops at 3 a.m.
Huh.
on his way, running away to his mom's and from his dad's. And so then that happened. He went back to normal, so Ash is all good now. Noir's still with alters, annoyingly enough. And Slayer somewhere along this road became my brother. I don't even remember when this happened, but he just became my brother out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, guess you're my brother now. I think one of his friends mentioned that we were so similar, surprisingly we weren't siblings, and then ever since we've just been brothers since. Brother and sister.
My spawn.
No, he's not part of this family.
That's why I said that.
He's adopted.
Nope. Ain't
Yeah, I'm
crossing
pretty
that
sure I'm the
border.
last one because I don't think you want another anti-situation.
Yeah. I'm still. I know he's active. He definitely is active.
He has to be.
I know he's active because his profile pic changes quite often.
That's not
Because
a surprise.
he's still on my following list. I still haven't set his following, and I like to go through my follow list to see who. Okay, this fight's taking too long.
Yeah, I figured that he was still active. That was the thing I figured. Though I don't know if we'll ever convince him to talk to us again. That I think will be interesting.
That one's questionable.
Yeah. I think it'll take a lot of convincing from you even to get to talk to me, if anything. If anything. I don't even know if he ever will.
Yeah, it's real
Anyways.
debatable.
Now that catches up to you to like about either it was 3 or 2 weeks ago. That catches you up to about now. I know. We're still not even done. So I ended up playing an Overwatch game. And I swear to God, I must have been bored as hell because honestly, I don't know why I chose to do this. But this guy comes up to me and like starts teabagging near me and I'm like, okay, teabag's back, being friendly and stuff. And all of a sudden he texts me, he's like, you're my girlfriend now, and I was like, okay. Don't know why I accepted this. Probably because, like I said, I was bored as hell.
You really should have just finished me, mate. Oh, I'm still listening. Yes.
Anyway, so I just allow this to happen because I'm bored as hell at this point, and I'm just like, what could go wrong, right? I'll make some friends along the way. It's something for me to do. Also, you kind of know my situation, so it kind of self-explanatory why I'd accept it. And so then I ended up following him through a couple games, and the first game was just like the chill lobby. I found him in, and then we go to another one. And in this other one is where all the problems arose. We ended up playing with this host who had left but came back apparently and wanted his spot back, which wasn't the actual story because apparently Cheryl was going to give it up anyways, but I had not been told that at this point, so I didn't know that. What I've been told is that he just wanted it back for some reason, and it was my choice whether he got it back, and I was like, no, it's your choice because you're co-host, and technically you'd be co-host, not me. And technically you're host right now, so it's your choice. Because that's the person I am. Usually I let people choose over me, because that's just the person I am. And so he ends up giving it back to this person, and
That's exactly how I am, but people don't ever understand that.
Oddly enough, the host name is Big Daddy Mur. Yes, I know it's weird. But this guy's fucking awesome, let's just say. Anyways, at first he hated me, but I'll explain that shortly. And the other guy's name was like Shiro something. I don't even remember anymore. Because to tell you how much I pay attention to this guy. Anywho, so then we end up joining another server because at one point Shiro leaves and Mur ends up switching to a Reaper. And as a joke I say, he didn't take it as such. He thought I was trying to flirt with him, which entirely was not my purpose. He ends up getting mad at me for it and calling me a hoe and stuff. But basically I was like, are you gonna steal me now? Because he started sitting next to me as Reaper and like following me around and stuff. So I was like, why is he following me around like we're a couple or something? And so then I said it jokingly at him, and then he got all butthurt, which then ended up kicking me. But before that happens, I end up friending a guy named Quad. I know, this is a lot. This happened in the span of like a couple hours too.
That's not a lot.
Lovely. And then that guy's name was Quad Big J Snipe. Don't know why I remember that so accurately. Anyways, I ended up friending him, and then Mur was still my friend, oddly enough, after he kicked me from the custom game. Obviously pissed off at me thinking I'm a whore and stuff, even though that was not my intention. Anywho, we ended up joining another game session, and I was sitting next to Shiro instead of in his lap, and he texts this other random girl to sit in his lap, and I didn't know that at that point that he had done it, and he was like texting me like, why don't you like push her out of the way or something? And I was like, the hell? And so then the girl ends up texting me, and we're like, what the hell's going on here? And then we figure out he's using both of us, and then we're like, oh. And so then we both expose him, and then I take the screenshot that she had sent me about him exposing me and being like, I don't want to sit with this widow, which I was being widow at the time, and like get her away from me. And he had like legitimately in that same text message said sit in my lap. And so then I sent that to Mur, and then Mur unfriended him and like unfriended Shiro. And at the time I thought Mur was still mad at me, but Mur thought I was mad at him. So there was this neutral, like we thought we hated each other, but we didn't. We were scared the other one hated each other. It was kind of funny, ironically. Anywho, after that, I ended up getting out of that game with the girl. I think her name was like Queen Peaky or something like that. I was like, you saved my life. We ended up friending each other. I ended up unfriending her later because we like never played games again. Even though she saved my life, but you know, that's okay. And after that all happened, I was like, okay, maybe my life will be somewhat normal. But no, that's only the beginning. And so then I ended up talking to this Quad guy who's acting all suicidal. You know, same way I got myself into the mess with Anti. Man, I gotta stop helping people. Anywho, he's like, why did you friend me? And I was like, cause you seem nice. And he's like, oh, I'll be your friend. And so then me and him become friends. And then he gets mad at me, runs to Mur. And I'm like, I'm completely unaware that he ran to Mur, and I'm just kind of pissed off with him at this point because he's being a jerk to me. And I literally was joking with him, and he got offended over the joke. I don't even remember what the joke was.
Damn.
It's beyond me at this moment.
He would hate to be friends with me then if he got offended over a joke, because I tell some of the most racist jokes out there, and offensive ones.
Oh yeah, he'd be butthurt easily.
Oh ho ho. You're having a party with me, I wanna see. Experiments with Mason. How angry can he make a person?
Oh, bro, you'd probably rage quit on you with how angry you could get him.
Rage quit? I'd probably make him block me. What
That
you
too.
talking about?
Anywho, so then after that
successful
whole
in
thing,
the ways of getting blocked.
Mur ends up joining my lobby, and just like randomly out of the middle of nowhere, he joins the lobby, and he starts to explain to me how Quad's mad at me. And I'm like, bro, it was just a joke. He's like, oh, that's what I thought. So then, all of a sudden, me and Mur become friends because he finds me more innocent than he actually thought me to be. And I was like, well, thank God this guy's not mad at me, because I never meant to make him mad at me. And then I end up running into another guy whose name was like, Camdog, and then Camdog ends up joining this like screwed up suicidal group that we end up making. And then we end up running into another person named Dr. Prasad, who's like this 11-year-old kid. We all think he's lying, but I'll explain that in like a second. As long as I don't forget. Anyways, then all of us have created this group. So a little bit on Prasad before I forget. Prasad's an 11-year-old kid who at one point says that he's being abused by his parents, but you never see any bruise marks or bleeding or anything on his face or body. Then at one point he also says that he broke his back, which wasn't true, because he was clearly jumping around in some of the video calls. And the other thing we also know how he wasn't. The other thing is when he was saying he was getting abused in one of my matches that I was hosting, as like the co-host or whatever. Is he the co-host or host? I don't remember which one. He was running around and jumping around in game, being like talking to people. If you're being abused, I don't think you're playing a game. If your mom is beating the shit out of you, I just don't think you're going to be playing a video game saying hi to random people like nothing's going on. So there's the theory that he was just kind of screwing around and didn't want us to leave him, so he's trying to fit in. That's what we all think at this point. So that's a little on Prasad. Now, before I explain the others, I'm going to go back to Camdog for a second, and I'm just going to kind of put this story out there. So, this all starts, he was like not into me, and then all of a sudden he ends up falling for me because for some reason every guy just wants to be my boyfriend for some god-ass reason. It's lovely. Anywho, he ends up falling for me, and he doesn't end up telling me, but he ends up like suicidal, and then he starts calling me his world, and I was like, well, that's weird. But all of a sudden he's like, oh, I love you, and I was like, what? He's like, oh, I love you, and you're my world, and I was like, okay, that's a little weird. And I like brush it off to the side because I'm like trying to deal with everyone in the group being suicidal at the same time while this is all happening. And I'm like, okay, we got Prasad, we've got Camdog, and everyone else's problems. This can't get any worse. And I'm also dealing with Noir's 20 million altars at the same time. Gotta love that. This happened for like 2 or 3 weeks, by the way. And then Camdog one night, while Mur was away because he had to like go to the beach for like a beach vacation that his mom had like way ahead planned so he couldn't like get out of it. He freaking like starts acting all sexual with me, and then Lily ends up writing out a whole paragraph of how he would screw me. Yeah. Yup. And it wasn't just one paragraph, let me remind you. This was like 3 paragraphs. In 3 separate texts. Yeah. None of us like Camdog anymore. But that's his whole... I can just hear you getting silently angry in the background. Anyways, so that's Camdog. And so after that whole shit...
I wasn't around during that time. There would have been some words said there.
You know, I still have him technically friended, so if you ever want to talk to him...
It's probably best to not put him in here. Is this the 11-year-old kid you're talking about?
No. This one's older. He was 18. That one was 18. Yeah,
he still won't like me.
Anywho, so that was the whole thing with Camdog, and he had chances to redeem himself and like say I'm sorry and apologize for all that. Never did. And he was given like 5 or 6 choices. Never bothered to fix it. Not once. And I was like, okay, well, you had your choice. And then after that all happened, I was like, oh my god. And so that's their own 2 stories. That's just 2 of the people. Then we also have Mur and Quad, who were also starting their own shit. And Quad was this like suicidal person who basically wanted me to be there all the time, but then also at the same time didn't want me to be there and like didn't want to tell me his feelings but wanted to tell me these feelings, and would go back and forth all the damn time. and then like he would sit far away from us or sit with me, but only me. And so it was this whole thing. Oh my god. And then at one point he's like, I want you to be my wing. Which I don't know if you know what Darling in the Fran is. But
it's Darling and the Franks.
Okay, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm not critiqued on the whole how it's pronounced. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I only watched some of it, okay?
Oh,
And
some
then,
of
like,
it. You
get to
didn't
the ending.
even watch all 24 episodes? How could you?
I'm missing one. I'm missing one, okay?
Yeah, how many did you watch?
All but one. I don't remember
All
which
but
episode
one.
it is. Some of them.
You need to stop it. Stop. You need to stop right there. Oh, you need to stop right there real fast, like. All but one. Which one? Last one?
No.
Oh.
Somewhere in the middle. Like, because it was like
Oh.
around 9 or 10.
Oh, God, you're missing some of the storyline there, then.
Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
God.
Anywho, I know the general gist of what happens. It's okay. Anyways, he already
It's not
spoiled
okay.
it for me by the time I had to go watch it. So, I mean, at that point, it was already spoiled for
I
me.
can't believe you just said that. That
It
is
was.
not okay at all.
He spoiled it for me. But anywho. And he's just like, briefly watch all these episodes. And I was like, okay. And then at one point, I ended up losing the number I was on. Because I had to go away for a while. And then I was like, whatever, I'll just watch this random one. And I'm pretty sure I skipped one. Anywho, I knew somewhat of what happened roughly in between the two episodes, so it wasn't like I missed too much. Shush. Shush. I know how you are. I know how you are, Dad. Anywho.
Can't believe you're saying that about anime. I need to have to ask you to recheck what you just said.
Let me get back to the story. Let me finish my story.
Yes, you can finish your story.
Okay, so he wanted me to be like his wing, like how Zero and Hiro are. And he wanted me to be his Zero too. And he wanted me to call him Darling. And I was like, okay, because I didn't fully understand everything. But anyways, by the time I actually managed to watch the last episode, like, me and him weren't really on the same terms anymore as we were in the beginning. And so by the time I fully understood everything, I, like, was completely not on the same terms and already stopped calling him Darling. And so, like, that was already saved to myself. But, I ended up watching the last episode when me and him were in the middle of a fight. And so the entire episode, I was so, like, just mixed up in thoughts between dealing with Camdog, Prasad, and everybody else that, like, I was just pretty much crying through the whole thing, even though I wasn't actually crying because of the show. Though I know what happened, and I know exactly, like, I know pretty much everything that happened in the ending, I still was just, like, a mess during the ending for no apparent reason. It was a good ending, though, I'll say that. I almost kind of wish they stopped at 23, but I do think the ending was necessary because it sums it up, even though half of the world wants a season 2.
Half the world? You better go a little higher with them numbers. They shouldn't have ended. There's a need for a season 2. You can't just reincarnate them, because technically, you gotta think about it. It was said that 02. And now you've really gotta put some thought into this, because technically, they're all clones if you look at it, like 02 is. But she was told she can't have children. So why is it they can? Is the real question. Now you gotta think about that. Is that what the doctor just told her? Can she actually have children is the real question. I also gotta think about it. There's too much there. But there's like, I guess you could say they give it closure and whatnot, but they didn't give it enough.
Yeah.
There's just too much info that needs to be.
There's a petition with only like 9,000 people signed.
You've got to be fucking me. There's no way that attack one-shotted me.
Anyways.
Yes. Finish.
Where was I? Oh yeah. And so he wanted me to be his wing. And so then he, like, by the end of this, he was like, I thought you were gonna be my wing. And I was like, sorry. Anyways, I guess what's important to know is between all this, like, me and him had numerous fights and numerous arguments, but he also ended up liking me somehow. And then on top of that, Mir ends up falling for me too, and so yes, as you guessed, 3 guys out of this group end up liking me. And I'm like, oh my god, this again, really? This crap? And so by the end of all this, 3 guys like me, and I'm just like, well, I'm kind of screwed here. And at this
Something
point,
wants to
Quad
tell
keeps
me.
dragging a hole and just dug himself so big of a hole that he starts like being rude to everyone. And so Mur basically gets tired of him and says, that's it, we're going. You can either join me or not. And I was like, alright, I'll leave. Because I'm like, alright, you know what? This gives me an opportunity to get out of this mess. I'm just going to take it. We were already done talking to Camdog because as I told you earlier about Camdog, he did all the sexual stuff. And I was like, I'm no. Block. Even though he's still technically friended for some ass reason. Anywho, so then that was done. Prasad, no one really had been talking to him for like 2 days now, and he hasn't really said anything. So we just kind of like left him, I guess, because he hasn't said anything to us for us to respond or anything. And then Quad already dug himself a big enough hole, and the only thing that didn't have a rip between it was me and Mur. And so me and Mur are like, what are we gonna do? And so we were like, alright, that's it. We're just gonna yeet and get out of here, pretty much. And so then finally today we were like, we said goodbye to Quad. And so how I came here to escape is because Quad wants to talk to me, and Mur, I don't know what he went to go do. He had to go do something. And so then Quad was trying to get a hold of me, and then Camdog, who heard from Quad, is trying to get a hold of me. And so yeah, that's why I'm hiding in this party. Even though they technically blocked and they made new accounts, yeah, I'm just hanging out in here.
Oh, you see what you do? 1. You have it so no one can message you unless they're your friends.
Oh, I didn't think of that one.
2. You make it so no one can send you a friend request and only you can send them.
I already have that setting though, luckily.
Oh. Did you? 'Cause I thought I added you. Or I sent you one. Huh.
Well, that was before.
Yeah.
I ended up changing it because I was playing Mirage in Apex and I basically carry people. We don't talk about 10-player kill streaks and being kill leader. We don't talk about it.
Sounds like me with Bloodhound.
Yeah, I ended up being really good with Mirage, and so then everyone wanted to friend me because they thought I was so good, and I was like, no, I don't need any creepy gamer guys asking me for gamer girl P or anything. I'm good. So then I did it so that I couldn't get requests sent because I get so many requests from like random ass people. Like it was friend request, friend request, friend request, friend request, pretty much every single match, and I was like, I'm done. Nope.
Oh, that's why you gotta turn your notifications off, so then you don't see that shit pop on your screen.
And people would continue to invite me to like play in their teams again and stuff like that, and I'd be like, nope, sorry, don't do that. I think there was one guy, I don't think I still have the messages, maybe I do? I think I deleted it, where he insulted me about it, and I was like, I just like turned it around completely on the poor guy, and basically ended up insulting him. I don't think I still have it. It was a really good comeback though. That's all I remember. Is it was a stupid comeback. But they were basically insulting me for doing one thing, and I was like, are you kidding me? I also had one time, just because I have Korean on my profile from Adair, and I just never took it off, where a random ass guy who didn't even know me decides that they're just gonna text me. And so this random ass guy that I have no idea who they are just starts insulting me about how North Korea is gonna get blown up by China. And he doesn't even speak English or Korean. And his, like, on his profile, it was just Chinese. And I'm like, this man must have used Google Translate.
Well, it's either that. Oh,
so
you gotta remember,
broken.
a lot of people don't like to put their language as what it should be.
Yeah, I was just like, your English is so broken.
Like, fuck, I got my cousin. He has it set to English, Russian, and Latin American, which I don't even think he remembers anything of Latin American, and I know he doesn't know a lick of Russian.
Yeah, another like example of a person texting me. I was playing, what was it, Rainbow Six Siege, I think.
Oh!
And this one guy, I was like only level 7 at the time. He's like a gay camper. I'm still not even that high. I don't play Rainbow. Yet.
Okay, yeah,
And he's like,
that'd be
gay
exactly
camper.
why.
And I'm like, bruh, sorry, I'm new, only level 7, laughing my ass off. Anywho, have a good day. Heart. Then blocked him.
Yeah,
I was
you're
like,
gonna get.
I just turned that right around on you.
I'm sorry, but he ain't the only one. I mean, everyone's gonna do that to you that plays Rainbow.
Yeah, that I figured. I don't know if I can find the other picture.
Toxic community.
That I
should
know, especially for
I'm,
being a girl.
That I know because I'm part of that toxic community.
Dad, I'm disappointed, man.
Alright, Rainbow Six Siege is one of my main games. I'm hitting level 300 on that game. My account's over 170. It's like 160 something.
Yeah, the adopted son would like that. He plays Rainbow too. My brother, but I was like, He tried to get me to play it more, but I was kind of like, no, I'm okay. But yeah, I haven't played a lot of it. Our favorite laugh is that, I can't remember the character, but like you ring people. That's all I can remember. I don't know why I don't remember the name. I played her so much. Anywho, it's this joke between all of us when you ring people that you're ringing their moms. And so that would be the character I'd mainly play, even though I can't play using her weapon style. So most of the time I'd die, but I'd have all the fun in the world laughing about how I basically got to ring their moms. And it was just this huge joke between all of us. I'm trying to see if I can find the message that one person sent me. From Apex. Oh yes, I found it. Here we go. This was back when I was error still. I don't know if you paid attention to that. But that was basically during the week that I was being quote-unquote crypto because that was the dare. And so the guy's like, join me, and my response was, sorry, I don't play with toxic people. Because during the game, he had been so toxic and said we did nothing. And I had to laugh because he said we did nothing, but I came over there and was managed to kill all of the 3 people, and he got downed by the first one, and then complained we weren't doing anything. And I also ended up picking him up while still killing all 3 of those people. And saving our teammate. So I was a bit confused. And he's like, asshole pussy, and I'm like, exactly, hashtag toxic. And he's like, at least I don't suck at the game, you're just scared. My response was, guess I shouldn't have killed those guys then. I mean, after all, I could have left you instead of picking you up. Anyways, enjoy your day. Thanks for the laughs. Have a good life. Was legitimately my response. And all my friends literally started laughing that I burned the hell out of him. And I was like, what? I was just being honest. I didn't have to pick him up. I could have just left him and ended up fighting like Noir would have done. Never let Noir play Mirage. He can't use him. For shit. I learned that the hard way. I know that's a complete side note, but...
That's okay. Remember, I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't doing anything but slaying shit. I'm a bored person.
Mer's still on Overwatch. Yes, I'll just invite him here, why not?
Ah, man, look at you suggesting players. Because then I get a text, and then they start shit talking, and then I start getting toxic. And it is 3 in the morning, I hope you know. Yes, I love the kick button. One of my favorite things in the world.
The kick button.
The kick button. One of God's best
I think that explains everything. Yeah, I'm a little drunk of having way too much free time now because I'm not checking my phone every 24 seconds. Or even more than that. So I'm a little like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like drunk off of freedom for now. I don't know if he'll actually join in it. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Depends what he's doing. But yeah, I feel freed in so many aspects.
Oh, I have very much just been killed.
Oof. Why'd you get killed?
Because I got killed. I didn't try to. This thing grabbed me by my face and sucked my soul out.
Why'd you let it suck your soul?
I didn't try to. I got hit
Dad,
and
I thought
stun
you were the old
locked.
killer.
That's not my fault. I got hit and stun locked. I can't
still
stop
don't
a
even
stun lock for.
understand.
That's not my fault.
Mm.
Listen, I can't stop a stun lock. That's not how it works in here. You get stunned, you're stunned. What do I feel like using?
But yeah, so it's been an experience.
Well, it sounds like it. And it sounds like it would have been a lot of fun if you had talked to me a lot more. Because then I could have yelled at some people.
You know, I was afraid to talk to you. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was afraid.
Aw. About what? I'm actually curious now. You have
I
piqued my
was
curiosity.
afraid to talk to you because I was like, well, he's probably busy, and then I don't want to talk during broadcasting or something, and then like
Well,
get in the way or something.
You don't ruin it. It's just only a few friends that watch.
Yeah, so I was kind of a little bit worried about that. But yeah, I spilled the tea today. Oh yeah, hey Mur, meet my dad technically. Well, my game dad, you want to call it such.
What?
Yeah, so I haven't explained you at all. Sorry, Mur, I kind of dragged you in on this one. Yep. Yeah, he doesn't know anything about you, Simi.
Oh,
nothing at all.
I figured
There's
he
no
didn't.
story to nothing.
Because, trust me, he wasn't around back then.
Yeah, nobody knows about you, really.
Well, that's okay. I like that, because that means I can go back to being a ghost at some point.
You're not ghosting me. I'm not allowing this.
Wow,
You gotta
see.
leave some form of communication, so I can at least know
Here's
you're
your
okay.
biggest hint. Either Alaska or Antarctica. Now you take your choice, and you go searching that place.
Sigh.
What?
I don't want to lose you, you know this.
Oh. I'll still be talkative, maybe. Just depends how I feel.
But yeah, long story short, I got adopted by him, and yeah, so...
Yeah.
This
He
was a
doesn't know
long
anything
time
about
before he met
Auntie?
Mm-mm.
No, haven't told anything about Auntie to him.
Oh god, no. I mean, there was a small mention because one of the friends had what was it, Dead by Daylight? Something like that.
Oh, I love Dead by Daylight. I was playing that today, this morning, before I went to work. Very
Yeah, but you
pissy with the
know-
people. Oh, I wanted to break someone's face open because of that game.
Yeah, but you know how much Anti played that.
Not at
And
all.
so there is a huge connection for me.
Did he ever play Dead by Daylight? I've never seen him play it. It was a
He
little
did.
Ark Survival Evolved.
No. Didn't play it a lot, it was only talked about some days.
Huh. Well, I don't think
And
I
it was
ever really...
hard.
Oh god,
But
it's a team
I
of
think
3.
before he met you, he used to play it a lot. And it was something I highly associated him with.
Let's see.
So it was a brief mention that when I saw that game, I was kind of like, I don't like that game for this reason, and that's it. That's all you gotta know.
Okay.
I try to keep some people out of the past, and you kind of know what, but I try to keep people out for certain reasons.
Yeah.
Emma. Which one of you wanna die?
But yeah. I don't even know what you're doing, bro. I was explaining the whole story back
Die,
up to last
motherfucker.
time I talked to him. Till now, so. Yes, he knows everything with Quad.
He does?
Yep, I told the whole story.
Yeah, damn. That was bad.
Oh
I'm
God.
a very informational man who likes to know a lot of things.
He's very curious. You could kill him with curiosity if you wanted to.
Yeah, my friend told... Well, you can't kill me with curiosity. Do I look like a cat? Well, my other friend in the party said I can't ghost.
Yes, they're on my boat.
They may be
They're
on your
down.
boat, but I can still ghost. Ghosting
No.
is an option. It's an option.
No.
Can a guy have fallback options when he needs them?
I mean, yeah.
Exactly. Fallback option.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta have a fallback plan.
What are you doing, Mer? You sound exhausted.
What?
What are you doing? Yep, you're tired, I can tell.
I definitely wasn't falling asleep.
That sure sounds like it. Well, she just said no fallback options. Oh. I'm a grown man. I can make grown choices.
Mer, didn't your soda wake you up?
What?
Go crawl back downstairs and get another damn soda.
I can't.
Why?
Why do y'all sleep? What's sleep? Y'all hibernating? Can't believe all of you. You hibernators.
Oh, fuck you.
God, I miss you.
Non-hibernation looking ass motherfucker.
I don't look like a hibernation ass when I only
Okay.
sleep for 2 to 5 hours.
God, I missed you, man. I've forgotten all about this.
Just sleep. Just
Who, me or him?
You.
sleep.
Well, that's your fault. You
No,
didn't want to
Bert,
talk to
this
me,
is me.
apparently.
I was so scared you'd get mad.
I don't get mad.
Mer,
You know-
I'd kick your ass if you
You
fell
know
asleep.
how I work. I don't get mad unless
I
I
haven't
need
fell
to.
asleep yet.
I was still worried for some stupid ass reason.
Shame on you.
To be honest, I think I forgot that you don't get that mad at me after everything with Juju.
I don't think I ever got mad at you even before that.
I think you got upset at me once, but it wasn't like you were super upset. I think you were just like, I'm offended. It was more of like a
Oh, I didn't get
Light.
offended. No, I know what you're talking about. And I still wasn't even pissed about that. You're talking about the time that you did the prank with Juju and told him that I had part in it when I didn't. I know what you're talking about. I still wasn't
You're
even
so
mad
humble.
then.
Oh, I thought you were.
Well, the only thing I was mad at is how butthurt Juju was.
Oh, gee, yeah, he was better.
Very.
It's funny because I don't even remember that much.
Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday.
That goes to tell you how much I remember.
I'm actually surprised I remember it. How shit my memory is. I can't even remember what the song is I was trying to remember that I was listening to yesterday. And I can remember
don't
something
know.
from like 5 or 6 months ago? Shit.
You know, there's a part of me that still wishes Juju was around, but there's a part of me that is just thankful he isn't. I honestly don't know what I think anymore.
God damn.
Oh, I did graduate though instead of failing.
She said I'm a very frightening person. She'd be scared too. Well, you see not that. At least I'm not like you and Jason didn't give me his mask to hide under.
Oh my god, how many mercies are there in this game right now?
I don't want to know.
You want to have a full team of mercies, don't you? All 6.
Not really.
Well, then where's the fun in that?
No, the fun is when you've got a full team of Torbjorns.
Excuse me, check that. The funny thing is when you got a full team of Reapers and all of them do die at the same time.
This Roadhog, what? This is not even a Roadhog. This Reinhardt, Mercy, and Somber are all sitting together T-posing.
Well, you need to smack them all. Show them their place.
It's just a huge group of T-posing.
Who do I feel like murdering?
Where did you go?
No, I'm here.
He went to bed.
No, I'm here.
Obviously. All I saw is like Murs Reinhardt, and then I just like lost him ever since. I don't even know where he is. I think that's the best part. Mur, where the hell even are you?
Where are you?
That's how you know that someone's drunk tired.
Drunk tired? That's just plain tired.
I'm
Alright,
on the blue thing.
time to go snoozing for you. Shoo! Shoo!
He's human. He's human, Dad.
Well, it's not my fault that he's like me, unhuman. You know how many people say I was created in a lab? I'm like, I wouldn't put it past me.
I'm trying to
That I
tell
would
you
be
that you were in a
surprised.
test tube too.
What? Mur, you need to get over here before you fell asleep, man.
It's too late. He's already going down that path.
I'm gonna have to get him out of here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
With the kick button.
Mur's just wandering through the halls of this game. Hi, I found you. You look so tired, I can't even, like... You're just sitting there with Reinhardt looking exhausted. Oh my god, Dad.
Not my fault, I got the munchies.
What you munching on?
Hershey's cookies and cream dipped pretzels.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, they're like $3, but they were on sale for $1.14. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There was $4 beef jerky that was selling for 48 cents. I'm like, But you know what the worst part is? It was 0 sugar beef jerky. I'm like, what the fuck? They make this shit?
What?
I didn't know jerky
That's
had
a
sugar.
That is sin.
You're right, it is. They're ruining perfectly good jerky. Ooh, you know what's good jerky? Deer jerky, venison jerky. We make venison jerky quite a lot every hunting season. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to go back out hunting. I can't wait to go hunting this season because my dad won 5 guns at the bar and he won a crossbow yesterday, actually. All of it for free. And this one gun he got that takes 450 Bushmaster shells, which is 7 different types of Bushmaster shells, which they're all pretty badass because there's this one gun called the Colonel Thumper, which is actually one that I want, but it's illegal in New York due to the stock. The grip is a pistol grip, and its barrel. Sadly, but you know, the gun he got is a 450 Bushmaster break action single shot, which it's really nice. It's good. It's small and it's light, but it really packs quite a shot. And I can't wait. I'm gonna take that out for hunting. I'm gonna ask him if I can. I'm either taking that one out or I'm taking... Hello, Giant. How are you doing this fine evening? What are you getting up and smacking around for? Who disturbed your slumber?
I think the only one there is you, so only you could have disturbed
Well, I didn't disturb its slumber because I'm a invader. Hello there, you big friendly little giant. How you doing? It has
I wanna fuck him back.
no genitals. There's an issue here.
it. What?
These beings don't have any genitals. Nothing of the sort. They're ragged clothing that barely shows on them, and there's nothing there. Shame on the creators of this game. They didn't put the details fully in.
You're offended by that?
No, but... Oh, is he coming up? Is he sitting down there? Is that his little ball of light I see sitting down there because he's being a cunt?
Yeah, I was curious if Anti ever checked back in. I figured he would. Eventually.
No, the man... He's...
Dipped and gone.
Yeah, I think he dipped, gone, and left everyone. You know, actually, because I even think he had left the person he was hanging out with, my ex. I actually think he left her too.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he stopped talking to her and everything.
Did we piss him off that bad?
That's the thing, we didn't even do anything to him. I think he just had a psychological breakdown. I mean, you should have seen the boy. The man, you know, is like practically crying in his messages to me about his girlfriend and whatnot when she left him.
Yeah, I don't know. The last thing I remember from Anti is like him having a breakdown and then like
Oh, he had more
him
than a
saying
breakdown.
I was just like his girlfriend. And I was like, what? I never did anything. What are you talking about? And him not bothering to explain. Because I should, quote unquote, know what I'm doing. Or what happened.
I hate people who are like that sometimes. Like, you want us to know what we did wrong even though we don't know, so you're not gonna tell us? Because that's an issue. You can't fix something if you don't know what the issue is. See, he had to have run past here. He woke this big-ass motherfucker up. Where did his ass go running to?
Shut the fuck up about big motherfuckers.
Oh, that's not gonna happen there. Because this guy is a big motherfucker. It's a giant. You know how big giants are? Have you ever played Dark Souls 3?
What are you talking about?
Dark Souls 3 there, boy.
You're not even fucking in Overwatch, and you're telling me this big ass motherfucker.
You're right. I'm not in Overwatch. I'm in Dark Souls 3.
I'm so confused right now. I think I need to put the
That shit
humans.
hard.
Hey, sleepy child. Dark Souls 3. Say it with me now. Dark.
Cancer.
Come on, say it with me now. Dark.
Cancer.
Cancer. Oh.
Fucking.
I think I need to take the human to bed. What do you think?
See, say it with me now. Dark Souls 3.
Dark. Like my parents' marriage.
No, not this again, man.
Well, he's definitely not down here. Because these two big ass motherfucker iguana crocodiles are down here.
What are you talking about?
Dark Souls 3, man! Dark Souls 3!
Oh my god.
He's
Dark
broadcasting.
cunts.
Broadcasting.
Oh no, I'm talking to myself about this. I'm invading a person. I'm trying to find this guy, but he's hiding like a cunt. I'm about to go back to my world if I can't find this guy. But I know he's somewhere around here. I can smell him. Somebody's got a kitty.
I do have a cat. I know she's more talkative now.
I heard it go meow.
She's a lot more talkative now. I like to say I've grown,
Batman.
positively.
Oh, yo, speaking about crazy times, I know I told you about the one thing with the him saying I was weird and I should have a warning sign for my ADHD. There is this one guy, I swear to God, looked like my cousin. I actually was gonna ask my cousin's family to see if their son got arrested or something. Someone passed out in our parking lot because he was huffing electrical dust.
Fuck.
He passed
Why
out
would you do
straight on the ground, woke up 5 minutes later, got up, and walked away like nothing happened.
The hell?
Police were called, an ambulance was called, and he got a good talking to for a good 20-30 minutes. Whether the police took him away or not, I do not know because I didn't see that part. All I know is he was a retard, he was huffing electrical dust, and I really actually think it was my cousin. See, these are dead. This man's dead. This man's dead. I know this man's went through here. Oh, that's moving! Did he do the police? He did the police.
Marriage, I need to put you to bed.
Uh-huh. You need to go to bed. Sleep, human, sleep!
No.
This man.
Oh, you
has
know
a-
something? You know something else? I had passed my driver's permit test, and then I texted two people, and I was like, "Oh yeah, looks like I'm doing GTA in real life." And the one was, well, the one didn't really say too much about it, other than congratulations. This man really was sitting up here. And the other one was like, "Can't wait to see on the news, local boy runs over 10,000 people." Or runs over 1,000 people. I'm like, what? No, it's an easy flat 20,000. What you talking about?
Oh my god.
God damn.
Yeah, you know, Mary, you got a lot more to learn about me than I originally thought.
And that's when, speaking about that, that's what I said to the one person, my one worksman, my coworker, and he was like, "You're weird." I'm like, "You didn't know that?" And then, yeah, obviously you already know about that story. Yeah. Such an eventful day today.
I'm gonna have to come back more often.
Oh,
I miss this.
you mean you're actually gonna come back to me?
Yes, I'm gonna
Damn.
come back. Oh, you don't think I wouldn't?
Actually, I was actually kind of debating it, whether you would after that day you decided to do a quick hit and run and then left.
I didn't remember that, really. I think I just, like, dipped in, was like, hey,
Don't remember
bye.
that? You dipped in, I don't even think you said bye. I'm pretty sure you were just like, hey, and then instantly left. And then I texted you, and then you said, you can join me if you want. And then I had said something else, so I don't remember too much after that. Why is this guy just watching
I
me?
was just, like,
Fine,
flipping
you want me to
out
get in on the
scared,
action?
just like-
Here. I'll fucking murder this guy.
Yeah, I'll come around more often. Maybe when this one's not so asleep.
Oh, you're
Exactly.
allowed to come over whenever. You ain't bothering me or anyone else.
Only this one here might cause problems if the human keeps being sleepy boy.
Well, he can be sleepy. He cannot be sleepy. Nah, that's okay. Man, are we all using nothing but dual-wield weapons? Was it dual-wield day? Get him. Get him.
Alright, I guess I gotta get the human to bed. Come on, Mary, you gotta leave the party now.
It's
Yes, leave
snoozy
the party.
time. Go get your warm glass of milk.
Oh, warm glass of milk sounds fucking disgusting.
But I can't say much. I don't drink that shit myself. People who warm up their milk to help them sleep, I'm sorry. They need to
It's fucking disgusting.
they need to be thrown
That's
in
a fucking
jail.
I did that when I was younger, when I had stomach issues. But I only did
Jail.
it once. It was one
Heresy.
time. It was one time, okay?
Ah, that's one time too many. It should be
She's
no
not
times.
too far gone.
You know what? It allows me to
There's
taste it.
only-
But you
No, I
can
never
taste
tasted
it when it's not warm.
Yeah, but you know, some people say warm and cold things taste different. Alright, Murmur, you gotta get out of here.
Don't believe them. They taste about the same. Other than unless you're eating something that's frozen, you know, like a frozen Hot Pocket. I don't think you're biting through that too much.
First, come on, Murmur, let's go.
Oh, now you know what tastes delicious? You know what tastes badass?
Where am
A
I
frozen
going?
PB&J.
Leave the party.
What?
Scroll down out of the party, hit leave this party.
Why?
I'll call you if you leave.
Hmm.
Otherwise, if he has to kick you, I'm not calling you on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it worked.
So is he the new one, or...
The new one?
Just wondering if you're with him or not.
No, not currently.
Okay. He is
I like
just...
someone else, but the feeling is neutral.
I see. He just reminds me too much of Juju. He acts exactly like him. He won't admit that he's tired.
He's awake.
Yeah, he's more like a...
Honestly, I
his
think
tired...
He's not wanting to sleep because of everything with Quad.
Him tired and and Juju tired, they're the exact same tired. Won't admit that they're sleepy, won't go to sleep.
I don't even remember Juju tired.
God, I do.
It was funny though. I think it was Quad. He was acting just like Anti for like a couple hours today. Like he had literally Anti's personality to a point. And I was so confused. I was like, are you sure you're not Anti? I started asking him because I was so confused. Like, if you were to put the two in the same room, they'd probably be like twins.
Damn. That's not what we need.
No, don't worry. I'm not friends with Quad anymore.
Technically, we're not friends with Auntie either.
I wish.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna go take care of the human.
Oh, what do you wish?
You know what I wish? I wish I had someone who actually loved me for who I was. And could actually stay and not leave. And shit doesn't have to happen. That's what I wish.
You give me 2 seconds to do this real fast.